Hey! Today here in Spain is my saint. Your saint. It's kind of like a little birthday. Every single day in the calendar they commemorate a saint. And when that saint has the same name as you are, or kind of similar, then it's your own saint. So today is Saint Jordi, which is George, which is Georgia. But also, apart from being my saint, it's the day of the book. I'm not quite sure if it is in the rest of the world, if it's the day of the book. Let me check. And it is the day of the book is St. George's Day, which is today, which is my saint. In my school they've been doing this kind of reading fomenting kind of, so people get kind of pushed to read a bit. They did this exchange thing where you could give in a book and they'd give you a little token which you could exchange for another book that someone else had given in. They also did a photography competition which I won with this picture. I also submitted these pictures, but they didn't put my name on the certificate, they put someone else's. And they did the invisible friend, I don't know if it's called the same in English, where you basically put everyone's name in a hat, then you pass the hat around, everyone chooses a piece of paper, and whoever you get on your piece of paper you give a book to. So I got the same guy that had to give me a book, and he gave me Fred Ullman's L'Amic Retrobat, which is in Valencian, Catalan, whatever you want to call it, and in English it's called Reunion. And I've only got one chapter in so far. This seems quite interesting. It's in the Nazi period, and I really like the boy in the striped pajamas, but this really doesn't have anything to do with it, apart from the fact that it's two little boys who become friends or something. But what I realised is how kind of sad it was that the school had to make a huge shamaz for shamaz, yes I say shamaz, that's not how it goes, but shamaz, to get us to read. And you know, it worked with me. It worked with me, but I'm not sure if it worked with many other people. It's a shame that they had to do all of that. People should kind of naturally start reading books without someone kind of shoving it into them. Books has loads of good things, like you can just be submerged into a great story and just laugh your head off, or cry your eyes out, or kind of get thrills and be scared and all these kind of things out of a book. You can just spend time when you're waiting for something, if you're in the doctors or whatever. If you have problems to sleep, you can read a bit before you go to bed and it helps you sleep, and a million other good things that come with books. And if you say you don't like books, you are a liar. You can't not like books in general. That just means that you haven't found the right kinds of books for yourself. Because I mean, there's books for everyone, and I mean everyone. There can be like joke books or photography books, or then thrillers. If you don't like reading, maybe you don't like spending your time on it, there's really little short books that you can read really quickly. Like this one seems quite an easy one, big letters and not very fat. So there really is books for everyone. And if you say that you don't have the time or whatever, that's just bullshit as well, because you can read books on your phone, on your tablet, on actual paper, which is the way you're meant to read, which personally is my favourite, because it's nothing like having the books and the pages and being able to scribble in it on your computer. You can just download it off Amazon or whatever. And I mean, if you don't want to spend £8 miserable pounds, or you know how much books are these days, you could really even download it. At least you're reading. Just people seem to associate reading, especially my kind of generation, to something imposed, bad, like you have to do some sort of essay about it. You end up reading it the day before, not really liking it, just wishing it would end. So my recommendation to you is go out, look at your shelves, get a book and read it. Read it for today, the day of the book, and just, I'm sure you'll find something there. Just read the first chapter and see if you get hooked. So that's me, that's all I had to say. Goodbye. So my recommend. I can't say recommendation.